I think you can tell a lot about a person's smile. You can tell a lot about a person by their laugh. I remember I was talking to this older lady, older believer, and she said when she was a kid, her mom told her, pay attention to people's hands, pay attention to people's teeth. It tells you a lot about them. You want to know more, something kind of more immediate about a person, their hands, their fingernails, any scars, any wounds, maybe their face too. Take a look, their teeth. It kind of tells you a lot more about a person. I was in a class and I was learning about how other cultures communicate and not just language. Someone said communication is 90% of communication is nonverbal, right? And so in Japan, the culture is a lot different. You know, people will communicate, and it's a lot more about like your energy. It's a lot more about what you don't say. Our culture can be very, I have to prove everything, I have to know everything. We can be, you got to put it all on the table. But their culture is a lot more considering, and a lot more the tone of the voice, and a lot more honoring. And so yeah, and it's kind of like having this sixth sense of communication. It's like mannerisms and how someone is body language and stuff like that, and they use that, like how your hands are crossed and where your eyes look when you talk, and the tone of your, all these little things are communication. Our bodies were made to communicate to God, and God made us to receive communication from him and be in communion. He made our body to experience him, and then the fall happened and it separated us from him. So as much as we are made to communicate, God is desiring to communicate with us. And so, like, people's laughter, right? You can probably tell a lot more about a person by their smile. Insecure people, or people who tend to have some type of wounds in their past or history, or holding something, or probably got something in the back of their mind. It's weighing some scenario that's just kind of gnawing and carrying them. They when they smile, they might not open the whole smile. They might do one of these fake smiles, right? They might smile and realize they're catching themselves and just kind of cut it off, like that Kanye West smile, right? And when people laugh, it's a time they're vulnerable, right? So you typically, people like eyes kind of like close and get tighter, and they're ha ha ha, and it's hard for wounded souls to be vulnerable, and if they are, be vulnerable that long. So again, if you know somebody who's walking through, pray for them. Know that our bodies always communicate. God made us to communicate. So I love you, friend.